distractions that you have around you, and something that has been in your playlist this week. I'll start just to put the example. Um, my intentions for today is go through some ideas with some of our new contributors, um, and just follow the agenda topics that we have today. As distractions, my dog is misbehaving a lot today. I don't know why. He's like running and barking a lot. So sorry if that becomes a distraction during the call. And what's been on my playlist this week? I've been going back a lot to Charlie Garcia, an Argentinian rock musician. Uh, I highly recommend some of his projects and his solo career as well for to everybody. And I'll pass it to Acid Laser.
Thank you, Chuy. Intentions and distractions. Well, I'm happy to be back after 3 days. My intentions and distractions at the same time is to see all the topics and things that happened with when I was at my vacations. And in my playlist, I have been listening to the last album from Aleman. I think is the best rapper in Mexico called Huracan. I will post it at the cafe. And I pass it to Durgadas.
Hello. Yeah, my intentions are to give my usual blathering unsolicited advice, and my distractions is as normal. I'm talking to you during my regular day job. What's been on my playlist is a Rush song from the '90s called "Ghost of a Chance," and I'm don't know why that came into my mind after a dream that I had, but I sometimes actually dream about Neil Peart, who tragically sort of died, having lost his wife and his kid, and so I don't know, somehow what my wife is going through, has kind of brought that up for me. So that's me. Thank you. I'll pass it to Edgar Web3.
Thank you, Durgas. Hello, everyone. Well, my intentions are, in first place, stay here, listen the comms meeting, and do all my homework because I have a lot of homework from the school. I need to do it, and my distractions are that I have a lot of work from my job and from the school. So I'm thinking about that a lot. So, what has been in my playlist this week? I was listening all the things that I hear when I was in middle school: Simple Plan, Linkin Park, Green Day, and that, and Imagine Dragons as well. So that's it. I pass the word to John Jonas.
Thank you. Um, well, my intentions. I just want to know how comms work. Also look about the animation and video production projects coming. My distractions are I have a lot of things to film this week, and I'm just nervous about it. And my playlist this week, well, I was on a trip, so I heard a lot of techno in parties and that stuff. But I will recommend my one of my favorites singers, and it's Seth Tangana. And I'll pass it to Edu.
Hello, everyone. What are we asking this time?
Hey Edu, intentions, distractions, and what's been in your weekly playlist?
Sure. Thank you, Chuy. Intentions to just checking on comms, see what's going on around. Distractions is the fact that my sleep cycle is around because I still have jet lag. So that sort of keeps me out of concentration sometimes. And playlist this week. The cliche of the new Adele album. I've been listening to it, so just to keep track of things. And I don't know who hasn't yet gone, so I will try to guess, and I will pass it on to Tam.
Super good guess. Intentions to see what's going on with us in comms. Distractions. I also have a lot of work that's going on in my head. It hasn't stopped, so maybe I'm still thinking about other things too. And then I would say playlist. I don't have a playlist, but I watched a really cute movie this weekend. It was a anime called Earwig and the Witch, and just highly recommend it. Really cute and funny. And I'll pass back to you, Chuy, to pass on.
Thank you, Tam. Let's pass it to Juanca.
Yeah, my intention is to sync with you guys, and I don't have any distraction. I already shared in the cafe a tiny desk of a girl called Nikki Nicole. It's I liked it, and I've been hearing it during the weekend. And I'll pass to Septi.
Septi, are you there?
Okay. Then I will pass to Zero.
Hello. Intentions are to coordinate with you. Distractions, none. And my playlist this week was the unfortunately late artist called Young Dolph. Yeah, it was one of my favorite ones. And I don't think I have anybody to pass it to. To Lola Rand. Yeah.
Hi Lola, welcome to the communications call. We usually start with some intentions and distractions for the call, and something that we like to do is just give a recommendation of any music or movies or TV shows that you have watched. So if you'd like to participate, it's okay, and if you just want to observe, that's also fine. Let's try passing it to Logonaut.
Hi, y'all. I'm happy to be here. My intentions are just to find out what comms is all about, and distractions. It's Thanksgiving week here in the U.S., so that's a big distraction for a lot of us. Also, my other big distraction is that I just feel like my to read list is growing much faster than my ability to read books, articles, things. So I feel like I'm hoarding all this stuff to read, and like I'm never going to get through it, even though I really, really want to.
Oh my God, so much me.
Yeah. And playlist. I can't think of anything music-wise, but I did watch the finale of Foundation, the Isaac Asimov based series, which is on Apple TV, and really enjoyed that first season of that show, and recommend that if you're into sci-fi at all. Thank you.
Thank you, Logonaut. And also, thanks for sharing Asimov. I'm a big Vonnegut fan, and yeah, I just love that genre of sci-fi. Let's pass it to who else is here? Let's pass it to Nate.
Hey, thanks, Chuy. So My intentions, I'm gonna have to go with one of my favorite intentions that Turkados just said. I am here to give my blathering unsolicited advice. By the way, Turkados, Roll the Bones, great album, and dig it. My distractions are this week is like a huge catch-up week for me. I've been had a lot on my plate, and so I've been slowly chipping away at everything, and it's a good thing. So my playlist. Honestly, I'm with Logan out on this one. I just watched the finale of Foundation, and it was really worth it. It was great. So I will pass it back to you, Chuy.
Thanks. Let's pass it to Craig.
Hi there. Can you hear me? Intentions are just to catch up with comms and TEC in general. Distractions, numerous. I'm working, et cetera, et cetera. And what's the last one? Oh yeah, music and stuff. I've been rocking Velvet Underground quite a bit in the past recent days, and sort of that genre. Yeah, back to you, Chuy.
Thank you, Craig. And I think the last one is Alan TV.
Hi, everyone. Sorry for the delay. And well, I'm here to help a little bit with motion graphics and animation, and also with a little basic designs. My intentions is to finish all the steps, and that's it. I think so.
Thank you. Okay, so let's start with our agenda topics. So right now, as you know, we are having Param Parties. So, okay, being honest, who here hasn't gone to a Param party yet?
Me.
Okay. So, Edgar, who else? Who else? Don't be shy. It's okay. It's okay. It is not a requirement, or you will not get like ashamed. It's fine. Okay, so for those of you who haven't gone to a Param party yet, these are educational events that the TEC is hosting for our own community and also for other communities to show them a little bit about the token engineering commons. And what we do in here is we basically all make proposals for the economic model that we're going to use, which it sounds like very intimidating, especially if you are new in the community. But just trust me on this one. Like, take a step, but try to find like some Params parties that you would that you are able to join. I don't know. Does anybody here have have handy the calendar for the Params parties? If you could post it in the communications channel, I would appreciate that a lot. So, especially if you're new in the community, I feel that a Params party is going to help you get a lot of both our culture and like the tools that we're trying to develop and advance as the objective of the token engineering commons. So I see that most of you here have gone to orientation call. So if you would like to attend orientation again tomorrow, that's just fine. But I highly recommend you to take Params Party as a next step. And also, well, sharing is caring. So please help us if you follow us on Twitter. Or if you are in other social media platforms and you want to share a little bit about what this is, yeah, don't don't hesitate. We would really appreciate the help. And I see that you added something. Tam, would you like to comment a little bit on it?
Yeah, I would. I don't see where. Here it is. So the dates. I don't know if everyone has the dates handy as well. The propose and debate ends on Wednesday, really, and then it's really debating and rocking the vote from Thursday. So these parties are really going to be changing in format a little bit. I think people might still be able to learn about the dashboard, but really it's going to be some people, some of the people who like the leading proposals, debating the proposals. So the community can be informed about, when it's time to vote for something. And the vote is going to end on next Thursday. So we're encouraging people to attend debate parties as soon as you can. And even, spending the time learning about the leading proposals and then casting your vote. Votes can't be taken back. So once you've voted on a proposal, it's stuck, even if you decide you like another proposal later. So if you're not sure, maybe hold your vote till Monday or Tuesday, but the voting closes on Tuesday. So yeah, I just want to reinforce that I'm definitely encouraging people to join as well. And Eduardo and I and the Communitas working group are going to be sending out a mini outreach. The last outreach we sent to all the hatchers, and I think I ended up getting blocked from Telegram for 24 hours for sending too many messages or getting reported or something. So now we're going to just be reaching out, sending direct messages to all of the hatchers that have expressed interest to let them know that these are the last parameters before we vote for the top proposals on Tuesday. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks.
Thank you, Tam. And sorry about that delay. Okay, so yes, please, if you are, especially if you're interested in contributing, join our Param Party. You're gonna learn a lot. And I think collaborative economics are a lot of fun, and it's just something super new that hasn't really been done before. So we'll actually talk a little bit about that in our next agenda topic, which is the Discord partnership program. So. Just updating some of you which might have not known. We talked last week about applying for this Discord partnership program because we pretty much meet all the requirements, and it's just been confusing. I don't know how many of you are Discord users outside like the DAO space and like into more gaming communities or artist communities, but it's just been growing so much, and it's also been confusing because sometimes they add some features and sometimes they take other ones. But lately, for example, we just had the calendar and event feature added. So that has been helping a lot in our case, but I don't know, like who knows what's going on in other communities. So trying to learn more about their communities, Discord started this program that we realized we meet all the requirements for. So these are some of the questions that they ask, and this is what we worked on. So we are planning on submitting this today, but we wanted to make some peer reviewing in during this call to see if everyone agrees with what we're gonna send, or in case also that this might shine a light on some stuff that you didn't know about the TEC. That's also great. So it is basically divided in like 5 questions. So what is your Discord about? The Token Engineering Commons is a DAO community that works to advance token engineering. We enable the creation of ethical, safe, resilient, and diverse economic systems to benefit societies around the world. Our goal is to become a Schelling point for the token engineering community. The TEC social layer is the core that will unite the token engineering field around the ethical principles, standards, tools, and methodologies that emerge as this nation field advances. The social layer wouldn't be possible without Discord. So forking a little bit of our mission, vision, and values, and just adding some stuff that pretty much like gets to the point. I don't think we ever like mentioned DAO when we are describing the TEC, because we're more of a commons, which is much better. And just quoting Durgadas again on this, like I really love this. Like it really stuck with me. Most DAOs should stop everything that they're doing, work on their culture, and pick up on everything a year from now. So our culture is something that makes us really proud, and it's some of the big contributions that I see that the Token Engineering Commons is giving to the space. But for practical purposes, like Discord people don't know this, so this is why we're mentioning like we are a DAO, right? So what Discord type is your community? We are other. We're gonna have like different categories, but they don't really have anything like Web3 related. So this is why we are mentioning this. And some basic information about the server owner, which is Juanca. And Juanca contributed with this part. I volunteered to become the server's owner because I am aligned with the community's values, vision, and mission. I am the steward of the conflict management working group and look for healthy relationships within participants of the organization. So yeah, for those of you who are new in the community and haven't checked out the Gravity program, please do so. It's one of the things that I like the most about TEC. A few open-ended questions about why your community should be partnered. The TEC is exploring new ways of human coordination. We have collectively iterated our mission, vision, and values, as well as our economic model, which had never happened before in human history. We are constantly experimenting with different voting mechanisms and ways to present ideas that will be debated among community members. We think this unique perspective can provide a set of democratic tools to Discord that can integrate with Web3 in the near future, taking its potential to the next level. So, once again, not really accurate on our side, but we're pretty much like going for like what Discord wants and needs to like hear. So we're like cutting out to those conclusions, and well, we are including also like our social media accounts. So I would like to pass it to maybe some of the stewards that are in this call, to listen to some of the feedback and to see how you feel about submitting this. And also if somebody here has also more experience on Discord or something that you would like to ask or add or suggest, you're welcome to. So I'll pass it to Tam first, and then we'll see what everybody comes up with.
So I love it all. I think it's great, and I love that we're doing this. I think the open-ended questions about why our community should be partnered, I feel like the most important thing here is more that we are a representative of one of the fastest growing use cases for Discord, which are like, DAOs. And I think that we have a super active community, and we can bring value by I would send that focus much more on like the value that we'll bring to this partnership. And I think the value that we bring is like the perspective of one of Discord started as a gaming, place where gamers came. And then it sort of became like a place where Crypto3 started coordinating. And I think that's the biggest value that we bring to the partnership, is that we bring that. And we have, I don't remember what the number of Discord members we have now. I think it's 2,000, if I'm not mistaken. I know Eduardo keeps those numbers. But I would say, we have a very active community, and we have, a list of ideas for how we can improve our coordination on Discord.
Thank you, Tam. Does anybody else have some comments or anything that they would like to talk about? Well, with Juanca, I've been bouncing this one a little bit more, but maybe you would like to add something, Juanca, or maybe Septinate, Edu. anything that you would like to contribute?
Yeah, I think it's great to partner with Discord, and yeah, I agree also with something that we've been talking in the last days, and is that we need to be more visible, and not only in Twitter, and like all the partnerships that we can have with great platforms. Yeah, can be really useful for our communication.
Thank you, Juanca. Anybody else want to comment on the Discord partnership? Go ahead, Durgaras.
Yeah, I'd just like to try to remind us from a communication standpoint, that leading with the idea of conflict management with respect to gravity, I think is short selling us quite a lot. And in token engineering commons, it seems to me that we have sort of four major things. We have people with incredible talent, people who are culture, which can grab a hold and retain that talent, and then as a result produce things which is systems that are new and cutting edge and groundbreaking. But then also we're really focused on the practical applications of these things. So I just I feel like sometimes we just short sell ourselves by emphasizing just one of the combined groups of things that we talk about. So in terms of a partnership with Discord, we bring an incredible amount of value to a partnership. It's not just that we're looking to sort of get from them, right? It's a far more even thing than we might actually believe because of this combined set of things, in my view. And so when we're communicating, I always feel like maybe we should communicate from a place of complexity, not necessarily a place of systems, if you know what I'm saying, because we do have, the combination of these things. So, I don't know precisely what that looks like in terms of, communicating that, but, I just, I actually almost believe we should like almost trademark things like gravity and stuff, because it is so, so central to, because it means so much more, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't know how to exactly express that in terms of communications or with partnerships, but I just wanted to kind of bring that up there. We're not a beggar in this situation, so we bring an awful lot to the table. So
I made some comments to the where it says some basic information, and yeah, like maybe it's like trust creation and conflict management, and maybe not saying that I am a steward, but that I participate in trust creation and conflict management. Yeah.
yeah, that's just a general note, because I just feel like all of our working groups do so many different kinds of things, and we are operating out of complexity. And I think when we talk about ourselves, we still talk like the culture kind of doesn't matter, and the complexity part of it just doesn't matter. We're building a system somehow, and it just doesn't feel right to my experience of us as a group. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of a narrative framing. So I don't know if that would influence anybody's input into this, but I just wanted to just sort of reflect that back to you guys.
And so, is this just a single document that has to be submitted for the partnership to happen?
They have a form, a submission form that gets enabled once you meet all the requirements, it shows up in Juanca's server configuration, since he's the owner. And yeah, like they say, like these are the questions that we're gonna ask. So if you're gonna work in them, like whatever. So yeah, but we're not submitting like the document. We are just like gathering information there that we also don't know if there's like a limit of like maximum length. So we're gonna be working on that, but the idea is to make this submission today.
And is this document accessible?
Yeah, it's in the agenda, but I'll post a link in the communications channel. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna pass to our next agenda topic, unless somebody wants to mention anything more about the Discord partnership. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about teams and in their near future. So I see that some of our new contributors are here today, and I wanted to just make a quick summary on some of the new stuff that has been happening. And also just check in how you're doing and some of the first steps that we can take for putting this project together, because I know that it might be like a little bit overwhelming at first. However, we really want to be there for you to support you and start putting all of this together. So the first team that we have is the T Academy. We still don't know, like, if we're gonna call it like comms team or what would be ideal. I have a call with Angela, the T Academy's director, tomorrow, so I'll have a clearer idea of where can we meet their needs half point without like taking over anything that they already have going on. So so yeah, that would be the first approach. But the team behind this intention is just is Angela and Anatech. I think you can find her as Sisoy Anatech. That's her handle. So I wanted to talk about some of the first approaches. So Angela, our contributor, is here. So I would like to pass it to you to just quickly go through some of the ideas that you have and some of the explorations that you'd like to have in this in this project, and I'll make some notes for that. Angela, are you there?
Yeah, sorry. Well,
Oh, no worries.
is it about the TikTok idea?
Yeah, just pretty much like what we've been talking about for providing some communications for the T Academy. So yeah, it's mostly like around the social media management and some of the ideas that you've been.
Well, I had the idea of making a TikTok because it's a great way to attract a younger audience and promote this community. And also, it's pretty easy to go viral. We can make about 4 TikToks a day. And well, some of the ideas I had was a day in the life of a steward, or 5 reasons you should join token engineering, or we can even make funny TikToks like expectation versus reality. And maybe in the future we can make an Instagram.
Thank you for sharing that. We don't have Anatech here today, but there are also some ideas that she had around this. So we are slowly like taking some first steps for integrating these different teams, and we're going to be working a lot on the different objectives that we are going to have in the short and in the long term as well. So another one of the teams was HubSpot. I think most contributors are here today, so the idea is to have some project management around this part of communications, and we want to combine like different intentions that there have been in the community. So Mount Manu has been doing a great job on the weekly recaps. So we're going to start with that as a template that we can turn into our newsletter. Asset Laser is also going to be. I forgot to include you in this team. Sorry about that. But he's also going to be in the design part of it. And Durgaras is going to be a security advisor, and because he is such a subject matter expert in HubSpot. And Nate is also going to be supporting some of the comms part. So, would you like to talk about this, Manu?
Yeah, are you talking about the TC economic design?
No, I'm talking about the HubSpot. The HubSpot, but like some of what you've been doing for the weekly recaps and the intention to do some project management around this newsletter.
Yeah. Well, I'm still doing some training around HubSpot, but the idea is to incorporate the working group weekly updates into the marketing and the communications that we're gonna have, so that it's seamless in that way. And yeah, sort of like how we've been doing the tweets, where there's people who populate the spreadsheet that goes into the tweet, then in a similar way, I'm conceptualizing how HubSpot work, in that I get all the information from the highlights of the different working groups. I double check with the stewards, and then I verify with, for example, you, the comms working group lead, to see if it's worthy of being put somewhere into the HubSpot. So that's the main idea, but I can have some more of the specifics for the next call.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry, Nate. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that the short-term roadmap right now is looking like making sure that we have the paid plan that we want, and organizing that whoever is paying for it is recuperated for that monthly payment. I know that you talked about that, Chuy, early on. And then setting up the security. This is something that Durgadas and I have talked about previously, and seeing if we can set up email structure that is accessible, but also is manageable from giving access rights to different teams in different working groups within the TEC, and then just breaking HubSpot down into verticals, starting with the Twitter, social media, and then moving on to the database management and so on. So that is kind of like the short-term roadmap from what I see for HubSpot, but we'll need to have teams around those verticals. So if anybody's interested in joining those teams, then please let me know.
There you go, Nate to the rescue.
Also, I wanted to suggest maybe that maybe not set it as a weekly thing for now, but in the short term, we could probably have a call for 1 hour this week and maybe 1 hour next week. just to once again bother Durgadas with a quick recap and just like just a quick summary of everything that we've been exploring around HubSpot and how we can put it together. So just to have like another sync among everyone that is gonna be part of this team. And yes, I agree with the short with some of the short term roadmap points that Nate brought up. So I'll follow up on that in the HubSpot thread under the comms channel. So
I'd just like to
would
bring
you
up
like
one
to
other
add
thing.
something, Durganas? So, okay.
Yeah, it's just what I've noticed is the thing about caring about customer relationship management database is that you have to make sure that like random ways of gathering data that we decide upon are also incorporated into the design, because you really want as few sources of truth as possible in terms of that. So in the meeting we had I think it was yesterday about this, where one of the examples that I was sort of giving is that at the core of a lot of what we do is all this sort of DAO privacy stuff. So you can have kind of a layer of that where nothing is sort of known about that. But then when you're having a relationship management thing, there's kind of a layer that surrounds that's not necessarily connected to this. So for example, I have a client who deals with health management. So all of that stuff is super private and only goes to them, right? But at the same time, they need to have a layer of the receptionist picked up the phone and talked to Billy Joe Jim Bob. So, then there can be this passing on of information between people as they're interacting about things that are not specifically private, but and so in my view, we should kind of construct HubSpot in this kind of way, like both from a security and a privacy standpoint. But it's also very important from a security standpoint to make sure that we're not just making random Google forms and random type forms. We want all that to be connected to HubSpot in some kind of way. And I wanted to say it more publicly when we had a bunch of stewards in here, just so that we can, when we're thinking about, let's create a type form for the whatever, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we want to think about, is that in the security layer for things that are private and internal, or is that in the security layer for things that are just people visited our website? And I will note that it is still, the fact that we still don't deal with the website too much is a bit of a sticking point in terms of making HubSpot as valuable as it could be.
Yeah, thanks, Durganas. There are some ideas to implement some of this stuff with the website. Now that you mention it, are you talking about the Token Engineering Commons website, or more of the? Okay.
If we stick some HubSpot code in there, then automatically every form that's ever existed on there, including ones we have, gets sucked into HubSpot. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's you have code that. So now if I have a connector to show what people's interactions have been with us, so that's another aspect I was trying to get to. So yeah, I don't know. The value of the customer relationship management database is that it interacts with everything else you do. So that's all I'm saying.
Thank you, Durgaras. Let's pass to the next agenda topic, which is animation and video production. And we have the three members of this team here. So we have Acid Laser, Alan TV, and John Jonas. They have great experience with animation and also working together with their community. So picking up on some of the stuff that we've been trying to put together, as you know, some of the limitations that we've had around production has been mainly funding, because we aren't still working as our own DAO with our own budget. But since that is right around the corner, it seems like a perfect time to put together a team that can take care of this. and that can also provide this service to other communities. So I know that it will have great potential around education. I know that this team can be supporting a lot the T Academy team for new content, high quality generation. So before we dive into like a first approach and some of the first ideas that can come to mind, I wanted to share you like some like an example of something that we tried to put together some months ago. This is outdated. This is like really we would have to like pick up on it from scratch and coordinate with Communitas, with the Communitas working group, because they are their structure has changed a lot, and I feel that there is now much more clarity around onboarding and how new contributors get integrated to our community. So there's this is something that we would definitely need to work on, but I know I sent you during the week, or maybe Acid Laser shared with you some examples of what we have put together in the past. So we have the hatch animation video, and we also have the community videos that are more live action. In these are just like some examples of something that has turned really great for the community. So this is just an example of something like so we have like a 30-second intro, and the idea is for this to become I can remember the word in English, but escaleta, like where you have the scene headings and you know you have a clearer idea of each scene. So this could be like another great step, and this might be a process that you're also more familiar with. So yeah, this is just like some idea that popped in, that this is something that we would have loved to do some months ago, but we had some limitations. So I would like to pass it to you to see some of your thoughts around animation and how you can contribute with it.
All right. Are you talking to me, Chuy?
Yeah, sorry, Acid Laser. You can take it, and maybe Alan TV and John Jonas can.
I think this idea came as the hatch video that Chuy told me about a lot of problems that you have in the production, and I said that we could do a lot of better things with our talent, and also because I know Alan and John because we went to the same school. We study animation here in Mexico. Alan works at an animation studio in Guadalajara, and John Jonas is a freelance filmer. He has been working with Corona and Pacifico Beer the last months, and I think that's amazing. And we could do a great work. Also, Chuy is a good sensei in this. He has experience with videos and all that stuff, and I think that we could do a great work together. And also, we can onboard more creative people so they can help us. I don't know, good things are coming. So that's all.
So just be aware that I've got access to a huge library of free motion graphics.
That's true.
So, you know, just I know some of you guys know, but others don't. So some of that's been downloaded and others hasn't. So I just wanted to say it publicly. So if you guys look at the elements.envato.com and need something, just DM me about what it is you need and I'll get it.
That's true. Thank you, Durguedas.
Thanks, Acid Laser, and thank you, Durgadas, for bringing that up. Let's now. Well, I don't think the translations team is here today, but oh wait, we do have Edgar Web3. We're missing Lalo Crypto and Anna, but we have Edgar, Web3 and Zero here. So would you like to talk a little bit about some of the first approach that you would like to have here, or maybe some of your professional experience with this, Edgar?
Yeah, well, this week, the last week, so I get a job and I'm really busy. But what I can do in this week, I read a lot about the documents that are in about T.E.A.M to check what is like the most important like introduction for token engineering to translate it to Spanish. So I've been doing that reading, and I talk a little bit with Lalo, or don't choose the same documents. So that's like the first approach that I have with the translations, and I'm gonna start this week. I hope so because the work it's a lot, so it's okay. So that's it.
Can
Thank
I
you,
jump
Edgar.
in now?
Yes,
Can I just
yes,
ask,
go ahead, Tam.
how are you choosing the pieces that are going to be translated?
Yes, so I was reading, and I think to choose like the like the introduction of the where it says like what it's about, and like the first approach to know what is the discipline.
Would it be helpful if we could provide a list of articles that we think are relevant and sort of key to token engineering?
That would be great.
Yes, I just wanted to compliment on this. I just remembered that I talked to Lalo about picking up where Zero left off. Zero some months ago worked on a great content index, but it was more in the context of the hatch, and we never really like got a chance to pick up on it. So translations was sounded like the perfect excuse for getting out of this great job that Zero made. So Lalo was reviewing that, and he's coming up with a Notion document to organize and prioritize what needs to be translated to what languages. But definitely, Tam, if you have any suggestions of articles that need to some translations, please post them in the translations thread so we can follow up with that.
Yeah, so Ivy already did a list because this came up before, and I'll just drop the issue. It's an issue that's labeled for contributors and other languages, and in it, she, I think lists just 2 articles that we think will make a difference in communities. They're the articles that most people have, found Token Engineering Commons or Common Stack, or I think they're just important in terms of like the context of what Token Engineering Commons is. And it's only limited to 2 because we didn't want to put too many in the issue itself. I'll drop that in comms now, and I should tag it. Who should I tag it with? You said Lalo.
Yes, but it might be easier. You could even do like an add everyone. I mean, not everyone, but here, I think. And if you tag here, people that are in the translations thread are gonna get notified. Are you able to see the threads and inside the comms channel? Okay, perfect.
Well, I actually see them when I go up to active threads. There's like under events now is active threads, and that's where I find them. But I just dropped it in comms if that's okay, because maybe other people could be interested in it too.
Yeah, that's just fine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Edgar. And let's pass it to. We have 3 minutes left, so we're just gonna go quickly through Twitter planning. I feel that so far this has been the team that has been active for the most, and we definitely have some previous progress with David's work and everything that with how it has been managed in the past months. So I feel that this is the team that will have like the clearest idea on how to properly function. However, we're gonna be presenting like all of this information just like the same as in the rest of the teams. So for now, I feel that. We also changed the time of this call on Monday so that Lauren can join the Twitter team. So we're also very happy about that. And about some of the team expectations and just a call of action that there can be for for this week. I want to use this last 2 minutes of the call to tell you that if you are part of one of these teams, let's start doing like some exercises about you already have like an idea of what projects we need to put together. So let's start wrapping our heads around the amount of time and how this is going to be organized per week, so that our next step can only can not only be like gathering information, but we can actually start taking some decisions on funding of the team, and also some of the times that we are going to be able to be syncing, because so far I feel that it could maybe be a good idea to sync with one team at least once a week, with each team, sorry. So yeah, maybe start having some more conversations about how this sync time is going to be used, and what the purpose of syncing all of the teams on the communications call, which is this one, is going to serve like its purpose, and how it can help all of the teams be synchronized, so that we can have just better results in general. Does anybody, especially if you're a new contributor, do you have any questions or doubts about this part? Okay, so for example, acid in the case of Acid Laser and LMTV and John Jonas, it would be a great idea if we could make like an exercise about a roadmap for a production. So an animated production would, if it's going to be a minute long and it's going to have this and this, it would take this much time. So this is an idea. It's the same thing for the T.E.A. Academy social media management. So yeah, sorry, I think we're out of time. We're at the top of the hour, but thanks everyone. Thanks